Water, no fence. Hamilton, Jackson, and Ben. Why would I sell my soul for them? Treasures be in heaven next to him. Got me airballing, no rim. Devil trying to play me, no film. I will never fold nor bend.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I am KeyLovesGod. In today's video, I will be covering what happened in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, to the Christ Redeemer statue. On January 16, 2021, one of the most iconic landmarks in Brazil was struck by lightning. The Christ the Redeemer statue, standing tall at 98 feet, was hit by a bolt of lightning during a thunderstorm. A photographer captured the breathtaking moment lightning struck the iconic Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio de Janeiro on Friday, February the 10th. Fernando Braga captured the stunning scene when a sudden thunderstorm hit the coast. He then posted the photo on Instagram. "Divine lightning, it's Friday," Braga wrote in Portuguese. He said he snapped the photo around 6:55 p.m. Friday using a Nikon D800 camera. The photo has garnered over 168,000 likes since it was posted. On Twitter, the photos have been viewed more than 20 million times. The statue is struck by lightning between 3 and 5 times each year, according to the BBC. The statue's right thumb needed to be repaired after it was chipped during a 2014 strike. The Christ the Redeemer statue, which was completed in 1931, is one of the most visited tourist attractions in Brazil. It is also a symbol of Christianity and a cultural icon. The statue was designed by French sculptor Paul Landowski and built by Brazilian engineer Heitor da Silva Costa. It took 9 years to complete and was inaugurated on October 12, 1931. Despite the lightning strike, the Christ the Redeemer statue remains a symbol of hope and faith for many people around the world. Just 5 days after the lightning strike happened, nearly 78 people passed away after they got 3 hours worth of rain and caused several mudslides to happen.
Tentar ajudar. Todas as cordas, mangueiras de incêndio foram disponibilizadas.
Olha lá um corpo. Olha lá, tirando o corpo.
When I first saw this footage, I immediately thought that this was a warning to Brazil. Exodus chapter 20 verse 4 tells us, "You shall not make for yourself a carved image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth." Leviticus chapter 26:1 tells us, "You shall not make idols for yourselves, or erect an image or pillar, and you shall not set up a figured stone in your land to bow down to it. For I am the Lord your God."
Promotion of evil. You'll see that some of these floats that went through the carnival were of Satan himself, really, the devil, large wings, horns, the depiction that everyone around the world knows of Satan, and people just dressed up in the demonic imagery that we all know, parading these things through the street, and at one moment a blasphemous display of someone dressed as Satan chasing Jesus down Jesus marked with stripes from being whipped, like such as at the crucifixion, chased down and then stabbed with a pitchfork. An absolute blasphemous display, and clearly one put on by someone who doesn't know the Bible, because in Colossians 2:15, they would know that Jesus Christ, having disarmed principalities and powers, he made a public spectacle of them, triumphing over them in the victory that he brought, defeating all evil through the cross and the resurrection. But these type of open blasphemous displays, or these displays of evil and the promotion of deities such as Moloch or Baal, these things take place within the world, and I'm going to get into a couple more of them and really just tie it to what the Bible has to say about all of this and where the true power lies and what God thinks of these types of displays according to his word. And none of this should surprise any of us, and I'm sure it doesn't at this point, because 2 Peter 3:3 says, above all, you must understand that in the last days scoffers will come, scoffing and following their own evil desires, something that we've seen absolutely on the increase in the past few years. In Deuteronomy 18, verses 9 through 13, it talks about occult practices, which is absolutely what was being promoted on display there at the carnival in Brazil. And that says, when you enter the land the Lord your God is giving you, do not learn to imitate the detestable ways of the nations there. Let no one be found among you who sacrifices their son or daughter in the fire, who practices divination or sorcery, interprets omens, engages in witchcraft, or casts spells, or who is a medium or a spiritist, or who consults the dead. Anyone who does these things is detestable to the Lord. Because of these same detestable practices, the Lord your God will drive out those nations before you. You must be blameless before the Lord your God.
The Lord is a jealous and avenging God. The Lord is avenging and wrathful. The Lord takes vengeance on his adversaries and keeps wrath for his enemies. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and the Lord will by no means clear the guilty. His way is in whirlwind and storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. He rebukes the sea and makes it dry. He dries up all the rivers. Bashan and Carmel wither. The bloom of Lebanon withers. The mountains quake before him. The hills melt. The earth heaves before him. The world and all who dwell in it. Who can stand before his indignation? Who can endure the heat of his anger? His wrath is poured out like fire, and the rocks are broken into pieces by him. Nahum chapter 1, verses 2 through 6. It's clear to me that Brazil had better repent and turn away from all of their evil and wicked things that they're doing, because God is not happy with the things that are taking place in Brazil right now. You guys let me know if you feel like we are gearing up for the rapture, or if you just feel like all of these things are natural things that occur anywhere in the world. Leave your thoughts and opinions down below. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and make sure to hit the like up button. Thank you so much for watching. God bless.
The devil high speed and chasing after me. There's nothing to fear about it. The most I told me, say repent, I scream, so you gotta hear about it.